Hello again, everyone. This is wooothebadman and Jabroni Tony with another RPGMaker game that we're going to review. This one caught our attention for kind of a weird concept, which is this whole remastering of games that apparently people sometimes do. Mostly I just found this fascinating, this concept of you see this game came out in 2015. I believe this was first made in Ep.6, and then in 2021, here's the same game, but now it's in, I believe, RPGMaker MV.
For
And
$20.
for $20, yeah, notice it went from $5 to $20. I don't know what the original price was on the original. I believe I got it on sale for 7 cents, if I remember correctly, because I actually own a copy of this one. I don't own a copy of this one because it's $20.
Well, I just noticed in the revamp there is DLC. That's super expensive.
Oh, optional additional payment. These are donations.
Mm.
So I don't know
Oh,
why he
okay.
doesn't. I don't know why he didn't use the word donation. Optional additional payment. It makes it
That's
sound like
so weird.
it's like a lease or something. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Or something in the game. Who?
yeah. Another thing you'll notice here is that this game has way more reviews on the original and only a few reviews on the remaster. A big part of this is, this date predates both. Well, I know it predates Steam Direct. I think it might predate Steam Greenlight. I think Steam Greenlight started in 2016. I can't remember.
How does
So
that get that many reviews because of that? Is
be-
it?
because there's not a flood of RPG Maker games at the time.
Oh, okay.
Back th-
Oh, yeah.
back then you would get like 10 games to be released on a day on average. Now there's like
Yeah.
100 games or hundreds of games released every day. Like being able to get on Steam as an RPG Maker game was like really rare. There's probably like handfuls of these back then, but now there's obviously this giant inundation of them.
Yep.
And so it's impossible to get noticed. So I don't know if this person realized that. I don't know what they did to get on Steam. They don't have a publisher. I don't think they understood like what a huge difference it would be to be able to
Yeah.
just get your thing on Steam. And he did those crazy sales. Like I talked about, I either bought it for 7 cents or I got it for in a Steam Humble Bundle or something.
Yeah.
So this game, I don't know if it's ever been on sale. I suppose I should have pulled up Steam DB, but whatever. It hasn't been on a huge discount where it's down to like 50 cents. I think Steam has a rule now where the cheapest your game can be is 50 cents because of people like this. I think I've seen games for 1 cent before.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, don't. It's literally not worth Steam's time to sell a game for that cheap because
Yeah.
the refunds and stuff cause chargebacks with credit card companies and
Oh,
stuff.
my God, it's
So
so
it's
true.
like, they would literally be losing money if your game is too cheap.
Jesus.
So yeah, otherwise, I mean, this game, I mean, it has this 76% review score, which sounds like what I would expect from. I mean, the game looks kind of like, I don't know, just like an RPG Maker game.
Yeah, I have a feeling that is most of our discussion is going to just be, yeah, this is super generic.
Yeah, so
And
I guess,
charging a revamp for $20.
yeah, it's like our quest is going to be, why did you remake this game? like,
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
because
You know, it's
my,
interesting,
yeah,
but as you mentioned, it's probably completely just overestimated how valuable this game is. Just, oh, my first game got 270 reviews and X number of sales. It's like, yeah, because of what you mentioned with the Steam Greenlight thingy. Like this, it's not because the game is good.
yeah, it's, I can tell you, like, because I
Yeah.
released my game on Steam and, I was pretty happy with the number of downloads I got for being nobody and having done really kind of nothing to like promote the game. I was
Yep.
like, wow, like you release your game on someplace like Itch or like, other small websites, you'll get like 10 downloads or 100 downloads, but like to get like 21,000 people claiming your game, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Obviously, the number of people who actually played my game is significantly less than that. I think it was like 3 or 4 thousand, but still, that's like awesome.
Yes.
It's just the power of, a 30 million user uh, platform to be
Yep.
allowed on. And so imagine having that platform, but not having, literally thousands of other generic RPG Maker games that you have to compete with, right? Like,
Yep.
you're going to make a killing. Yeah, there's nothing much to say about this game, I don't think. I mean, other than like the Albino Hunter kind of reminds me of like Geralt from The Witcher. So I mean, this game came out in 2015, but obviously the Witcher books were much older than that, and Witcher 1 came out like in 2006 or something, or 2007. So it's not like, I mean, Witcher 3 came out in 2015. I guess that's what I was getting at. So maybe he's like, haha, I beat you. It's like, no,
Yeah.
he's been around forever. Sorry.
And
Um,
even then, if some person is like, oh, let's say they made an idea, and yeah, someone much more famous ends up having an idea that's similar, right? They didn't know who you were.
yeah,
You're no one. So even if they quote unquote similar, it's pure coincidence. They didn't steal from you. You're no one. No one cares. Like you're not worth stealing from.
yeah.
So
So I don't know that this person, I mean, this person did put this trademark here. I guess that's the thing we'll have to see is like how much this person thinks this is like, oh, such a good OC. I mean, I guess they must think pretty highly of it if they decided this to remake the same game. So a lot of the
it,
discussions, because I had a brief discussion with some people on the forums who were saying like, oh, you really love it and you really want to like fix the mistakes that you made the first time around or something like that and like make it look good. But I don't know. To me, it's like just pass on what you've learned onto the next game. Like there's no reason to do this.
yeah, I really think it comes down to what you mentioned of just, oh, my first game was popular. I'm sure this one, will be even better or at least, similar because it's a
Yeah,
better version of my old game.
it's a better version. It'll just do the same sales again. And it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that would work if your game came out in like, I don't know, the 90s and then you remastered it like way later.
Yes, exactly. If it's
But like,
different engine or something or just complete revamp, then I can kind of see that, right?
yeah,
But
because like as far
when
as I
it's
know, he finished this game and then like as soon as it was done, he started working on the remaster. Like,
yeah,
um,
makes just no sense.
so
No
yeah,
sense.
store pages are pretty much identical. I'm seeing a lot of the same words here. The main thing I wanted to point out here is for some reason he keeps talking about the revamp, which makes sense. Use the old one to
Yeah.
sell the new one, but like, why are there no links to the new one? He even screwed this up. I wanted to show this off of how see Cherry Co Studios and Cherry Co without the
Oh
space.
yes, yep.
His,
So they
he,
don't show up the
he,
same. Yeah.
yeah, he spelled his name wrong for some reason, so you can't.
What a mess up.
So I got these searches by clicking on this, so I could find the other game, and you can't find the other game. There's no links. Like I don't know. I mean, I guess there's these announcements that he keeps putting on the original, but
Hmm.
it's not the best flow to get customers to your new game. Oh yeah. These reviews. I mean, I guess these are all like YouTubers. I don't know how many views they have, but like, I guess that's cool to put reviews on here. But now he only has one, and this is like another guy on the RPGMaker forums, which this
What
was
does it
worth
really
my
matter?
time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like, kind of
Not a good look.
not a good look. Yeah, it's I mean, I don't know. I really can't understand the idea of remaking a game. So our plan is that because I own this one, unfortunately I don't own this one because it's $20, but there is a demo. So our plan is we'll play the
Yep.
new one for the new demo for 50 minutes, and then we'll check this one for 10 minutes just to see how similar they are. I wish it was the other way around. I wish I owned the revamp and had the demo of this, but I don't. Sorry. But hopefully this person has, an updated demo that best represents their game, and it's not going to be another Hate Free Heroes where the demo makes me hate their game.
Yeah, seriously. No 15-minute what can we get out of this garbage? And the best part is, deleted it, right? Deleted our comment. That was the thing with Hate for Heroes. Maybe we'll get
Yeah.
that if we can delete a comment again.
Maybe we will, because this person seems like they pay attention to their webpage.
Yep,
All right. So let's just get into it, I think.
sure.
All right, so real quick, I just wanted to show off the Hunt of Orchid Village at the top here. I don't know why the game name is different. It seems like it's always been the Albino Hunter. So it's kind of an interesting tidbit, but I'll go full screen now.
Subtitle. Gotta add that subtitle.
Subtitle, intrigue. He's building intrigue. Yeah, he's got this cool animated main menu. Just something. There's some effort here already, so that's nice. But yeah, let's see how this goes. I've already kind of fixed up the options, and there's nothing to check there, really. Other than, I forgot, there's keyboard config. Okay, so we got WASD. Alright, we're good now. Alright, so, new game! Got WASD. Let me put this here at the beginning of the new game instead of at the game startup, which is kind of interesting. Obsidian Sickle. I I don't know why people go by screen names. What is her name? What is your name? Since they believe in this silly little game. Well, hopefully they all bought the game again to make it worth your time. I kind of felt this was kind of funny, like self-explanatory, and this one deserves an explanation. Like, I wish I knew what these did. I don't know what these do. Easy, normal, hard. Like, what is your definition of hard? I guess I'll try hard, and we'll see if it says I can adjust it later. So
yeah.
But usually, I love this. Since so many of you complain about fourth wall jokes, you can turn them off.
Excluding tutorials.
Yeah. I'm going to turn them off because I hate fourth wall jokes.
Oh, I want to see his original writing, though.
We'll see that in the original because that option isn't there.
Oh, that's right. That's
in
fair.
the original version.
You right.
And that's when I told her maybe your face is the one in danger. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, look at animation.
Yeah, jumping. They've got basic eventing down, so that's good. Good one, Fargo. Such big fonts. I know, right? Verily. Good evening, what can I get you? Whatever this can buy, Helga. Who's the pale freak?
Edgelord. The Edgelord.
Gotta do my Geralt. You haven't heard of him? He's Carlos Nose. No, you bloody idiot. His name's not Carlos Nose, it's Callum. Callum Knox. They call him the Albino Hunter. He's pretty easy to miss. He spends most of his time in the Frostcapped Mountains doing that blue highlight things for locations that people do for some reason sometimes.
Let's see. For people who skip story like me, you can see what's important.
Is that important? I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah.
He only comes down into town when he's starved for human companionship. He probably just spends a night at Pleasures, then goes back up to the wild. Let's hope for his sake that he stays away from my Castacia. I hope for her sake as well, because I heard he took his last woman up with him and ate her when he couldn't find enough to eat. This is going on for a long time. Like, I kind of get it. Like, they think he's an asshole, right? Like,
this is like RPGMaker story where you're just reading too much and it just takes too long.
Well, that's
we gotta keep our game time down, right?
Yeah, that's like the problem. I guess we have to start skipping this. Like, this is the problem I see with a lot of RPGMaker games. Just don't, like, pacing. Like, cut your dialogue down, cut things down. Like, we got the point of why these people are talking shit about this guy. Like, they think he's a weirdo. Like, this could have been handled in like 2 sentences. That's what I always think. Like, this could have been 2 sentences. Crap, he's staring at us. I am not a werewolf. He heard that. Nor have I had a girlfriend? Maybe I should have not skipped that, because that seems like a weird thing to say. And if I did, and for some reason brought her into the woods, I would find us enough food. Ergo, no cannibalism. I always forget how obnoxious humans can be. Aren't you a human? I guess we'll find out.
Is he half yes and half? Come again, punk! Fight.
Oh boy. I don't care how long you've been living like a caveman, but I bet I can take you down. Mr. Vardy, start a fight and I will get my friends at the guardhouse. Would that be the 3rd, 4th time your parents would have to bail you out? Grr! Alright then. If you aren't a werewolf, then tell me, when was the last time you came to town? Helga, when was the last time I had a drink here? I'd say around 5 weeks, Mr. Knox. 5 weeks. Grrr! Screw it, I don't have to put up with this. Fargo, what about us? Quite the temper on that one. He wouldn't last a day up at Frostcap. Don't worry about him, at least you don't have to deal with him and his groupies every night. For that I can be grateful. Refill, Mr. Knox? I afford it? No, but it's on the house. To be honest, Mr. Vardy has been getting on my nerves for the past half hour. He was bothering me too. Well, no shit. Yes, but I can't drink on the job. Wait, what? Ah, I drink for the two of us then. That you do. Ding!
Oh, anime. Green or
'Tis loading, that was interesting.
art.
Had to switch maps apparently. Huh? What? Have a good nap, Mr. Knox? I don't see any changes that would require a map change. You could have placed some of these objects as events if they just remove them from the tile sets. Have a good nap, Mr. Knox. Yawn. I fell asleep and this headache. It's called a hangover, Mr. Knox. So you were asleep for like hours then, like 8 hours? I overestimated your alcohol tolerance. What happened? Oh, Mr. Knox, you do not remember our enchanted evening? What? I'm only joking, Mr. Knox. After a few drinks, you were out like a light. You must have been exhausted. Don't scare me like that, Helga. He. Anything else I should be aware of? It's just after sunrise. You're completely out of gold, and I believe your equipment was stolen while you were sleeping. Okay. Don't worry, high-grade equipment does not make a man most of the time. Great. All I have on me is some light clothes. There's no way I can return a frost cap this unprepared. May I make a suggestion? No excessive drinking? No, I'd go out of business if I said that. A while back, a girl from... Okay, I'm starting to be like...
This
Please
is taking
hurry.
too long.
Like, what does this have to do with the story and stuff? Yeah. Like... Oh, God, I'm rescuing a cat or something for the... 0 gold and piggy. How do I walk again? If I didn't know how to walk, how could I go through this menu? Can you lend me some stuff? Yeah, RPGs. No need to pay me back. They're a free gift. Will you marry me?
Yes.
Dude. What the heck, man? Get in line, freak.
Oh my gosh. I mean, she is a babe.
I asked her that just last week and she still said no. Now, gentlemen, calm down. This is obviously an example of Mr. Knox's dry humor. Very funny, Mr. Knox. Very funny. You almost got me there for a second. All joking aside. What?
I wanted to marry her.
I think I'm good. Why can't we have wife? In the store page, I thought she was part of your party.
I mean, she may be eventually.
5 juices. So do I have, like, weapons? I bet you it starts me in town. I have to talk to a bunch of people. Perceive. Oh, I see. Special and magic. First aid and cure. Oh, no.
Hey, look, the TP-MP thing might actually be okay, though, in this game.
Oh, yeah. I didn't... He took off the checkbox that says, show TP meter. Amazing.
Standard is not too high, apparently.
Okay, so we do have weapons. So we can murder people. Alright, cool. So this quest thing helps. Head east until you find Orchid Village. But there's a guy here. Oh, okay. Sweet deal. Okay. So can I, like, rob people, or... Whoa. The old flipperoo when walking upstairs. What?
Look how it's such expository dialogue. God. Now that I'm older, though.
Yeah, that's the anime typewriting for you.
Yeah.
It's like, gotta explain every single thing. Now that I'm older, now that I'm clearly not a child.
Yep.
So, are you going to the guardhouse, or... Well, I don't care for your blatant snooping. I think blatant is spelled wrong. I made that note
as A. It's a second as an A.
Yeah, I made that note as a deterrent for my more desperate yet slightly sober customers. What about me? Would you classify me as desperate? I know you, Mr. because you're not the type of man to force yourself on me.
Gosh.
Ah, good.
Ah.
I'm willing to pretend it never happened as long as
I gotta go back
refrain
up
from
now.
going up there in the future. Yep, we gotta go back up there.
You did it.
Like, how dare you? Okay, it didn't happen again. Alright, so we start in the middle of a big ass town. Cool. It says this is my quest, so I think I'm just gonna do that.
Hey, if it's some direction, we'll take it.
Oh, look at that. They did
It's a
a.
pleasure.
Oh, whoops, I didn't actually want to go in there. I just wanted to look at it.
Hovering.
Yeah, they did a hovering texting instead of actually editing the sprites. Your wife may be ashamed of you, but we aren't. Ho ho ho. Head east. Alright. The rats! The rats! What?
Whoa.
They're coming for me. The rats. Should I help this man? I guess I'll do the battle tutorial. Hopefully there's
I'm gonna
some
guess
sort
it's
of...
just auto attack.
What you do is you attack things. Ah, yes, I see.
Yeah.
And when your health is too low, you heal. Oh, okay. So I guess this is what they meant by fourth wall breaks from the tutorial. Just that it's explaining the game mechanics, not that it's like...
Yep. Yeah, press
You're-
circle, climb ladders.
You're a stupid player. Okay, this is like...
Waste too long.
Yeah, am I supposed to fight somebody? Oh yeah, he does have this, which is cool animated sprites and stuff.
Yep. I was like, not the base stuff, at least. Take that.
Okay, tell me like game
Jesus.
mechanics.
So much dialogue. Holy God.
Enemies often come in groups larger than this? Oh my god, really? Skill perceive? Why should I do that? Oh my god, I have to waste a turn perceiving him? Oh, I blocked out all my skills until I do this.
I'll say we skip the tutorial. But whatever, too late now.
100 HP. I don't know how much
Hopefully
damage
your
I can
attack.
do.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume you do more than 100.
Okay, oh, that's a lot of words. Am I supposed to remember all that? Whoa, 11 damage. Oh my god, force me to heal.
Z, Z,
Okay,
Z,
cool,
Z, Z,
wow.
Z, 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 Z.
Yeah, now I'm like, well, that one wasn't fucking... Like, this is why they call it turn-based RPGs. Like, that was an unnecessary fourth wall break.
Yep.
Oh, now I get to attack? Okay.
Oh my God, it's gonna take 2 attacks. You're almost dead. This time's gonna almost kill you.
Yeah, I did put it on hard, so...
That's true. Oh, that's right.
Healing
There we
spell.
go.
Yeah, I assumed
First
that was...
aid.
Maybe they just wanted to hurt me, so I'd have a reason to heal.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's
This
a
does
long
seem pretty
animation.
predetermined.
I didn't realize I could do that. Yeah, most people can't. He can. Cool, yes, skills.
Oh no. Oh my God. You can't even finish it off. You have to use an item now.
Yeah, I have to heal
Health
myself.
juice. At least 15%.
Oh man, I wonder if it happens if I use the wrong item in that.
Health juice.
All food is perishable? Oh, I see.
You mean you eat it?
It's consumable, not perishable.
It's consumable. Now, yeah, perishable means you leave it out and it
Yeah.
becomes, yeah.
Perishable,
This guy-
yeah. It's like a
There's
banana. You leave it out and it goes bad.
Yeah.
That's not what perishable means, you bastard. You can keep a health
Yeah.
potion that you got at the beginning of the game until the end of the game, I'm sure.
Yep. It's in a vial.
I believe that's every... I don't even get to kill him. What?
And you run. Oh my gosh. That was awful. Oh my god, it's just
Gaining
yeah.
levels,
I mean, whatever.
okay,
I guess
maybe-
he's assuming that.
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
never played an RPG. I guess I shouldn't have... I didn't assume it'd be this kind of a tutorial.
Agreed.
Alright, I'm just gonna hold spacebar. Oh, sneaky up on enemies. Oh wait, they're actually talking about actual
Oh, hey,
mechanics in this game that are different? Flee the battle. Oh. There's no harm in running away. Oh my god. Oh, yeah.
Dude, this is
yeah.
so bad. Oh my god.
Please.
This fucking game.
Yeah, just let me play.
Hey, you snuck up on it.
What?
What?
I had to have
Okay,
all that discussion?
Murder it.
You got the upper hand?
I will say, at least the back attack, that's kind of cool. It's a nice little.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this rat has more HP than the slime.
There, I didn't
Yeah.
waste a turn using perceive because why? Like,
Yep, seriously. It's not a boss. On a boss, sure, but
Not like Automatic Messiah, where it reveals a weakness that you can do big damage or crazy bullshit to them.
We self-advertising.
Self-advertising. Bees!
Not the bees.
My favorite. Bees and rats. Oh, I couldn't
Yeah,
get
it's
behind
so
it.
annoying that I hate this trope of fantasy games where it's like you always have to start off fighting with nothing.
I'm gonna die.
Are you gonna die? Yeah. Game's too hard.
Oh, it didn't actually kill me. Cool. Alright.
It's healers. You have no MP? Oh, you do? Never mind.
Oh my god, I can't full heal myself? Oh
You gotta go to
my
the inn, I guess. Go hit on Helga.
Oh my god. I'm probably gonna turn the difficulty. Let's turn the difficulty.
Oh, there's an inn up there. There's an inn up there.
Because if it's just gonna be stupid like this, then,
Yeah.
like there's nothing I could do to like make that fight.
Just gotta heal, and then it just takes longer.
Yeah, it's completely unfair reverse difficulty curve, I assume, which is usually what happens in these RPGMaker games. They just jack up the damage and health enemies have.
Yep. You have so little control over what you can do.
Yeah, I have no.
So you can't outplay it with like good dodging or something.
Yeah, I can't. There's no like skill I was supposed to use, or there's nothing I could have done differently other than.
You could have perceived your death.
I could have perceived them, and then I would have said, they have a lot of health.
Yep.
I can't kill them in one hit.
What
is happening? This is like
I guess world building, but yeah. 900 gold. Oh, okay.
Oh, so this is some sort of joke about like inns that are stupid. Oh, whoops. Okay, so...
Okay, I guess you have to go to Pleasure, yeah, maybe Pleasure Land.
So instead of having an inn that you can use, they have a joke, okay. Hey bro,
Hey.
how may I help you?
Let me sleep.
Isn't this, illegal? So I get the sense that this Callum Knox guy is kind of an idiot. I don't know if that's the intent here, but he seems very ignorant of the world. Yeah, he's some sort of like.
So where the hell is there another inn to sleep in? Maybe there's a regular inn somewhere.
Helga, help me! I'm a loser.
Yeah. Oh gosh, come on.
Yeah, like all this talking every time.
Can you lend me some stuff?
Oh, yeah. Oh, she said that again, huh? Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, hold the spacebar down to get through this faster.
Damn it.
Damn. Alright, so now it's on normal. I'm sure this will be fine. That's the main takeaway here. Hard is just gonna make me take way too much damage. Because they didn't bother to actually oh, now I can get him in the back. Alright, so let's see what it's like when they're weak. Upper hand! No, I still take 2 hits! But at least I have the upper hand so I can attack twice, and they actually die in 2 hits, cool.
4
damage instead of, what do you do, 10 or something?
11, yeah, 10 or 11.
Like double to triple damage?
Yeah.
That's kind of bonkers.
And you know the solution to doing this on hard would just be you just have to heal every fight.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the other problem is it's a reverse difficulty curve. Like at some point I'm going to have so much mana and items that But if I skip all the fights, then... Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess...
Then I won't have enough levels to fight things. Oh, wait, hold on.
No, you get back attack.
Yeah, let's attack him in the back.
Oh, now it's her.
Go. So that only I get to move. And watch this! Holding spacebar.
Yeah, compelling gameplay.
So now here's another thing that we're going to run into, which is... I'm going to check the options for something called animation speed.
Oh, see if you speed it up.
Yeah, because... Fucking hell. Let me go. So there's no battle animation speed. Well, I guess I won't fault them for that, but, the game wastes a lot of my time. I mean, these animations are cool and all, but,
One more fight should get you. There's a butterfly up there, too. I wonder if you can...
Oh, there's 3 of them! Oh, no!
The hand
Come on, one-shot him!
Seriously.
Oh, God, 7.
Hold spacebar. Compelling gameplay.
I can't do anything but attack. Hold spacebar.
I will say at least the sprite is that's like the only thing I would give points to this game right now.
Oh shit.
You gotta heal yourself, man.
Fucking hell,
That's
man.
guard. Oh my god. Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess it's been doing it.
He's such a loser. He can't fight rats and bees.
Bees, yeah.
My god. Oh no,
You're
he
getting
poisoned me.
smashed off the freaking...
Oh my god. Oh, he didn't die.
He didn't die? Oh my god.
Freaking hell, man. Oh boy.
We should have lost the whole turn proceed.
My god. My god.
You're gonna level off that too, that sucks.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way I could know that there was 3 of them. I guess I'm just supposed to run away.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I didn't get the chance to...
Oh no, it didn't turn.
go
Yeah,
with the
run.
brand. See what
Oh, you
happens
did.
if
Oh,
I...
you did get it.
Is it a 100% chance to escape?
I wonder, yeah.
Since we're gonna have these...
Go fight. Oh, it's not
bullshit.
fight sneeze.
If
You're so
something
close to
easier-
level.
Oh, you're right, yeah. Let's do that. I guess we're testing if you can escape 100% of the time. Looks like you can. So yeah, I mean, I guess 100% escape makes sense when your game has like, you know, makes you unprepared for your starting fights. Oh,
Oh my
3
God.
again.
Or at least 2, just 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wonder, yeah, maybe what he says gives you a clue as to how many enemies there are.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, because this is a lot better. Getting the upper hand so I can
Yeah.
attack them without being attacked.
Mana
back.
shield.
Oh, I learned a skill?
You did.
Oh, it costs TP. It costs TP?
I tossed TP, there's no TP.
How do I see my TP?
Hopefully they didn't. Hopefully it's in. I guess try to do it in the next fight, see if you can actually cast it.
Yeah.
Maybe you unlock TP later, I don't know. But I would not give them that much credit. I'm gonna assume
Whoa.
it's just
Oh, I was forced to fight this guy.
a
good.
slime.
Yeah, it's funny. I actually die in one hit. Hooray. Aw, damn. Oh, because I
Oh,
leveled up.
level up.
That's why.
Oh, that's yeah. Which means you're just a low roll away. Or
Yeah.
that sucks.
Sucks. So I'm just supposed to level up and then
Oh, you go east. Keep going east.
these fights will be not a pain in the ass.
I mean, maybe you're supposed to have a party member right now. You just don't have one.
Maybe.
Maybe there's an optional one you can grab earlier. I don't know.
Optional party members. Oh, look, a bat.
Bat.
All the favorites of like
Super generic, yeah.
bats and bats in the daytime. Slimes.
Oh, okay. So you do have TP. Yeah, you just can't see it in the status.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that move is completely useless right now.
To just give you defense or something.
It gave me status immune
Oh yeah.
for 5
it's-
turns.
yeah.
I have to spend the whole turn to become status immune.
How useful.
Yeah, like very interesting skills. Do 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 do.
And I'm
palm
thinking if we get to the
trees.
point where the fight is you're just dying, then whatever. I mean, that's enough of this game. We got to do the other game anyway.
It is kind of a situation where I'm like, I get it. Like, it's an RPG Maker game. Like,
Yep. So another one, another super generic one.
it's like you have this flavor of this main character, I guess, but ultimately he just still feels like generic or anime man. Like he doesn't.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, do I have money? What? There's a rope in the way. I can't get in because there's a rope in the way? Wow. I'm sure that's some sort of fourth wall break joke that I'm supposed to read. Oh god, why am I frozen?
I was curious how much gold you actually have.
I didn't check.
It's like
I
12.
I can't check. This is an event that's auto-running. Because everything in this game has to have unnecessary conversations.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, it's a vendor. Come on.
Jesus Christ.
Oh god. So now we're doing the what do you call this
We'll
trope?
just skip dialogue.
What do you call this trope in anime of like the guy who's just like so cool and he's like the white knight and he's a total prude. And, like,
Oh
all the
yeah, he
girls
just
want
gets a
him.
harem. He doesn't even want a harem, but he just has one formed naturally.
Yeah. And everyone thinks he's a loser except for the cool people who think he's cool. What? I wanted to buy items. Oh, he's taking me on a tour of the town.
Oh my god.
Okay. Question: why does this matter?
I'm gonna fall asleep, man. This take. This is so
Why would he
boring.
ask that? Why do you care? He asked if, why would he name it after a flower? Like,
Well, it can because there's a freaking rope in the way. Oh, this whole town's just her family.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, that does make sense for like a small enough town. But, like,
That's fair.
I just don't understand why he cares. Like, what? I should probably pay attention to what this house is.
Mm.
Is this a party member?
Stories happening.
Party member. You must be a party member. Look at her. She has armor. And
Yep.
her portrait looks kind of unique. I mean, I feel bad for skipping all this text, but it's just like...
I mean, yeah, we gotta keep on stay on task.
Yeah.
Like what? Honestly, I almost feel we're pretty much done with this. Because what else are we gonna do? We're gonna go fight more random encounters. I mean, what is?
Yeah, I guess we'll do the standard of try to complete one quest like we did for Radolf.
Sure. We
'Cause
did. We got to this stupid town.
We don't really have a plot here, right? Like, it's just like you're a guy. What? This is a quest now? You're a guy, you don't have money, you need to go rescue this cat to get money. Like, what is the overarching story here? And
Yeah.
I don't even know what he does. He's a hunter, apparently. What does he hunt? Like,
Yeah, apparently he's a cool guy hunter. That
like
is
in
too cool.
The Witcher, there's a cool backstory of like you hunt these creepy-ass monsters and you have like mutations that allow you, these monsters that a normal human can't fight because you have these forced mutations. You have faster reflexes and this and that. You have cool powers. That's why you do it. But getting the cool powers came at a cost and blah 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 and you go and you fight the monsters, but politics keep getting in the way. Everyone's like, oh, I could use this guy's powers to further my own agenda. Stuff happens that isn't just like cutesy people being cutesy.
Yep. Dun, 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 dun.
I feel like this whole thing is so misleading to have this like Witcher type character. It's just like he's just a standard RPG man still. This could be Ralph or Harold or whoever.
Johnny Donuts. Yeah.
Well, I use those names because those are like the default main character names from RPGMaker.
Gotcha.
What does it say? Watch the aftermath. Like it took away my quest to do some random shit.
I thought it was just to get to Orchid Village.
I thought I had to rescue a cat or something. I guess maybe you're right.
Oh,
I thought I remember something happening. Oh, these people are just like.
Oh, art.
What is this face on the left though?
She's crying.
I see it. Oh, I thought those were eyes.
Oh.
Like her, like she has blue eyes, right? Like that's what
Yeah, they're like off. They're like that. I can see it. I look further away. I can see it. Yeah, it looks like she's like opposite of cross. Yeah. Yeah, this whole RPGMaker formula, just cranking out these games, it's almost like the engine is a defined game design. And then you just pump out content for this pre-established game design of hold spacebar to attack and heal and go talk to people. Like, it's like a visual novel almost, right? Except
they don't have like a planned story. Like I'm just like
yeah, for sure.
They always have this approach of like just making it up as they go along. It feels like where it's like you're this guy, you're this cool dude, anime protagonist man.
The tagman, yeah.
You're so cool, and you like wake up in a bar, and you're drunk, and then you don't have money, so you gotta get money, and then what happens? I don't know. You just go to a place, and then a thing happens, and you go to another place, and another thing happens, and you meet people who join your party for no reason.
Pretty much. Oh yeah, this is the family core.
Yeah, this is the main mission, mind you.
Yep. Is this more trying to be comedic and it's just not hitting because it's just some cringe self-aware developer trying to write with no tone and just copies whatever the anime they watched or whatever.
Yeah, there's probably some anime that's like aping, but like I don't care.
Yep.
It's the same problem I have with Treason as Tom, right? Like, there's a structure and there's a way to like write jokes, and this is just like, what is this whole like, I want to marry this person on the first sight? Like, this doesn't feel like it matches the tone. I guess that's the problem, is I can't find the tone of this game. Like, the character is called the Albino Hunter, and he seems like he's supposed to be a super cool dude. And I'm like, this is literally the main mission, like, immediately thrown into, where I have this girl.
Dude, do it.
What? No,
As soon
she's
as
ugly.
possible.
Oh,
No. As soon as possible. Just trying to get married. Like that's apparently our mission now.
okay.
We just get married.
Join my party. Become a combatant. Oh, am I gonna get a game over for this? Oh my god. What the hell is
What the
happening?
hell is going on? Yeah.
So I mean,
He's
we turned off
completely
the fourth wall jokes, but like, I feel like this is a fourth wall type joke where it's like, wouldn't it be funny if this character decided to do this plot point that makes no sense for his character? Yeah.
We did it. It is. That is true.
Speedrun strat. Just do this.
Marriage percent.
I'm actually getting the credits, so this should count
We beat the game.
as beating
That
the
was
game.
a 7 cents. 7 cents worth it.
Yeah. Wow, look at all this stuff.
How many? Yeah, so many people to build such a mediocre game.
Play testers. None of those play testers were like, yeah, this is basically. Well, I guess it's even worse because you remade this game.
He's praying to God in his fucking credits. Jesus Christ.
Oh, did he? Oh my god.
Yeah, there's something about the Lord.
Oh, jeez. That's completely out of nowhere. Anyway, I noticed an autosave, so technically we can.
I guess you want to check it, but I think we're gonna cut for time. Like we should move on to whatever. So.
Whoa, oh shit! What did I click on?
He said,
Okay.
"Oh, there we go." Well, I think yeah. Bum, 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 bum.
Shit.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I don't know what I clicked on. Okay, I guess I clicked on the correct thing. I was just pressing space to, like, get back into things. Quinta is up to in the Hunter's Villa. Okay. I thought this was just like a person's house. I guess my new goal here is I want to see this person and I want to see their skills.
Sure. Yeah, we get a second party member. Yeah.
It's like, I want to see more of the combat to be like, this combat is garbage. Like, starting off with a character who all they can do is auto attack and heal themselves.
Well, we already know it's gonna be garbage. But yeah, sure. There's no way it won't be.
I have to have some sort of optimism that this person didn't join the party. Okay, well, maybe this person will join my party when I get to this point. The heroes are us. Wait, the rope is gone.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, go check out the ramps.
Ugh. Now, which way? Yeah, a lot of talking and not. So, I mean, that is the thing. It's treasonous Tom all over again. It's like talking. It's like,
Yeah.
do people like think that's good? Like,
Yeah, seriously.
whenever you take like a screenwriting class, or I imagine this is true of novel writing too, to some extent. It's like you gotta like, you're supposed to like chop down, like pare down, get things down as succinctly as possible. Oh my God, she didn't join my party, and now there's no.
Yeah, my guess is that they just, they write this and they're just like, oh my God, because they're writing it, so they're so proud of their own writing and they want to share it. And it just gets.
Oh,
I mean, if you're in the
that's her,
mood
right?
for it, I thought it was like,
Yeah, I mean, like.
look at that thing on the left. It's a new sprite on the left. That's Spider.
Yeah, I think all these monster sprites have been unique, and they're in battle sprites too. Okay,
Yeah.
I can just get past it. What is? So I have to. I still don't get a party member? Oh my God, dude. So you think we should already give up on it? I feel kind of bad because, I mean, obviously we skipped all the story.
Yeah.
And the story was the main point. I didn't expect the story to be that, like... I guess I should have, because I've read some of this person's posts. And this is kind of how they talk, is this, like... girly anime type way.
Sure.
But yeah, I just immediately was like, it's just too long-winded, too many words. Like every single thing has to have a different conversation that lasts like several sentences, way too many sentences. Like get to the point. And the
Get
things
to
that,
the point. Yeah.
and the things that were happening seem like just dumb. Like, what was I doing? I was like, oh, I fell asleep and people robbed me, and this person who's supposedly is my friend just let it happen.
Yeah.
And so now I need to get money, so I just take whatever mission this person heard was available. Apparently I can't do like monster slaying or something cool, so I have to go east and fight the most generic monsters on the way there. And then I assume what I did was I broke into that person's house, and they were like, you're not supposed to be in here, haha, you broke into a house, funny. And like this girl wants to marry me. Like this is the story so far.
Yeah, seriously. And you know the dialogue, it's, you know, it is a thing about, you know, get to the point and succinctness, and that's the thing. A lot of the dialogue, it's what it's, you know, sucks about it too is I get he's trying to world build and be cutesy, but so much of the writing is just so it's so it doesn't progress anything. It's within its own conversation. It'll be really, yeah, for real, yeah, you're not fibbing, yeah. It's like, fuck, it's not funny. It's just fucking annoying. Jesus, it's fucking. Yeah, you know, and you know what you do in I know it's different in a game, but like in novel writing, if you want to do that, you describe it happening. You don't write the actual dialogue out as like this long chain of, you know, tedious dialogue. You say, you know, you play it as like this person, you know, has trouble believing, right, that the first answer is right, and then you can like explain it that way versus literally just making really boring, inconsequential dialogue over and over.
Yeah. And the thing I would add to that too is, you know, in a novel you describe it, but in a visual medium like this, you show it. Like, try to figure out. And this person seems like they're pretty, you know, they're pretty okay at eventing so far. Like, they at least have characters like moving and jumping and like placing objects on the screen. They probably should think about like having more stuff, how to visualize more stuff. Like, they use some of that wine bottle that appeared. You know, there's all sorts of tricks you can do with like objects appearing and like handing things to people, have people turn away. There's so many like tricks of the trade. I mean, obviously you're very limited because you don't have like real animation, but this person did hire someone to draw faces. So like draw more expressions and just have the expression and like,
yeah, just a big picture, big splash art.
But you know, all this stuff we're saying, I'm sure is like not what this person or the type of people who would enjoy this game, I guess, would think is good. They like this, I assume. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. I think people are getting bored of this formula. Like, I guess, yeah, you know, there is, you know, it's kind of like, you know, we talk about visual novel. Like, there are some people who will buy something just because of the gimmick of, oh, it's this thing, I want to support independent, whatever. But I don't know. I can imagine. I mean, you saw sales of the follow-up. It's like, I think in general, this is like, this style is, of course, there'll always be people who buy it, there'll be people who support it just because, but I think people are pretty much, you know, tired of this super generic stuff. I don't think any RPG Maker game like that's like this will ever, you know, take the world by storm or sell, you know, like be like something like To the Moon or whatever, right? It just no one, someone will catch on at some point and be like, this is just a generic piece of crap.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know.
And this game costs $20, mind you.
Yes.
That was another thing that we should keep in mind. I don't think I've seen anything in here that justifies a $20 price tag.
$20. I mean, we'll see them, you know, depending on how much the remake changed, but
yeah. Other than you bought a newer version of RPG Maker, I think that's the main thing. I guess there's a lot of like custom art and stuff, but certainly not enough. Like, if custom art was the argument, then I would expect to see like at least a lot more expressions on the faces and like just a lot more. I don't think this person understands how expensive games are. It's the usual RPG Maker thing of like, well, I spent 6 years developing this, and I spent like, I don't know, probably like $200-300 on art, maybe a little more. But it's like, you understand, like, a real video game that was not made in RPG Maker with this level of like art and stuff probably costs $10,000. Like, that's what these people need to understand. Like,
it's not.
That's
cheap.
why it costs $20.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
well, I'm gonna say, I mean, if you want to try to get a second party member, I mean, I'll just go mute and just you let me know when I mean, I'm
No,
serious. Like, I
because
don't want to watch. I don't want to wait for it.
no, because this person's
But
dicking me around, so I'm over it.
all right, you're over it.
Like,
All right, cool.
I assume that I don't know why. I guess that's I'm discovering how much of an optimist I am apparently with these games.
Yeah, I'm the one who has to be realist about it and just have no sympathy.
I'm assuming like, okay, if this person understands like pacing, then I go to this area and now I have this new character, they team up, and then like that's the story. Like them learning to work together, right? Like that would make sense. But instead they're gonna waste my time some more. Like, stop wasting my time.
Here's the way I look at it is we don't owe him. He owes us.
Yeah.
Right? We paid for the game. He owes us. So if whatever in theory, if he sees this review or anyone else wants to defend him and be like, hey, you kind of owe it to the creator to like give them the time to build whatever the narrative, the game they're trying to build. Like, you owe them. It's like, no, if they can't design it in a way that is captivating enough to make me want to spend the time, then they've failed, right? It's like, oh, this series is really good, but the first like 4 episodes really suck. It's like, okay, then the series isn't good. Right? Like, you know what I mean? Maybe it ends well, but it should have, every episode should have made you want to watch them,
Yeah.
And so with this, it's like, if it's so unfun to try to get to the next part, we don't owe them anything. It's just, that's all there is to it. So.
Yeah.
And it's, again, as we said, we're going into it, it's just generic RPG Maker crap. It's just
even then,
pump out the template.
I don't know. It's the problem for me is finding the plot. Like, I'm trying to find the plot, and I don't have any inkling of a plot. All right, so I definitely think I'm giving up on this. All right, so here's the old game. This is actually the full version of the game and not a demo, like I said. This is a VX Ace problem. This music is very interesting. This is not the same music that was in the other game. And I figured out what it reminds me of. It reminds me of the music from... Have you ever seen the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movies?
I've not.
Oh, okay. Well, it reminds me of that.
Okay.
It was killing me. So if anyone watching this is like, oh man, that music is pretty cool, it reminds me of something. But
that's what it is.
I do wonder, why does he not use this music in the new one? I guess that's the tone thing, right? Because the opening screen of the other one made it seem like he was depressed, and like it's made it seem like it was going to be a very edgy game. And this, this title screen, which is just like, look, silhouettes of RPG characters, and here's the silly music. I think this fits the tone of the game better.
Sure.
Because it's an RPG. Here's some silly music. Like, okay, not like, I don't know, this dude's cool. He's having thoughts. He's a sad man.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, this like pseudo Danny Elfman type music. So I don't know. I wonder why it doesn't have this music in the new one. It's pretty cool.
There it is.
There's a guy who makes music for RPG Maker games. I think his name is Joel Studler or something. He makes a lot of music it's a lot of sound alikes. So I wonder if it's that.
Oh, okay. Oh, jeez.
Like, he had one that was like adventure music, and it was like clearly the Indiana Jones theme. I was like, no thanks. I don't want to get sued.
Yep. Just slightly different.
Yeah.
Instrument. I don't know. Yeah.
No, well, he has to change the melody. That's what.
Okay, but it sounds really. I get. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I could imagine.
Misplaced notes. Bum ba dum. Ba 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 dum.
Oh yeah. For sure.
All right. Let's see how samey this is. It's probably the same.
So I have something funny to admit.
Yeah.
I was so zoned out on also getting burned out on. I totally forgot that the game we played earlier was the newer version.
Oh, you thought it was the old version?
I just thought it was the old version. But now you mentioned the fourth wall thing. I'm like, okay, wait, that's right. It got added as a feature, but I'm just like, it looks so mediocre. Like, look, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, this is what so I opened this game to test how it works, right?
Yep.
And so I saw this, and I was like, because I opened both of them, and I was like, oh my god, it is the same.
Yep.
And that's when I told her,
I spend time. Such a remake the game and also RPG Maker, just so ridiculous. I get if you read it like fucking Unreal or something.
Yeah.
And this, so.
Yeah, and he's got these VX Ace like faces that are like made in the editor, I guess,
Yeah.
instead of custom. Some of them. Look...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these lines are like exactly the same. I think. I am not a werewolf, nor have I had a girlfriend.
Oh jeez, yeah.
Ergo, no cannibalism. I forgot how. Oh yeah, I never got to find out if he's not human or something.
Man, what a wake up call to think that you thought your game was actually decent, but all the reason is because no one knew how garbage RPGMaker was at the time. Like, what a wake up call to spend all this time remaking this game and it just didn't sell at all.
Yeah, now that you don't have the advantage of whatever trick he used to get his game on Steam without even having a publisher.
Yep.
Now he just goes through Steam Greenlight like everyone else, and it's like all these other people are gonna be like, "What? $20 for this?" Like I played like 10 games like this for like $2.
Yep. This club music, man.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here's a fourth wall joke break here. For programming conveniences. I mean, it's design conveniences, but not programming, but whatever. There's no programming challenge. You'll get back to level 42 eventually. Yeah, because you can literally... I mean, I assume this works in VX Ace too. I haven't opened it in a long time, but I'm pretty sure you can state what level you start at. Because, yeah, I've played games like that. I mean, frickin' my game does that. Tiki did that. You start at a higher level than 1. Oh, this town looks kind of different. All right.
It's way bigger.
Way
scale-wise,
bigger.
very big.
So I guess he made the size of the town smaller. And there's no objective on the screen at all times. Okay, so this guy, I can just ignore this guy. I can't believe he did this thing twice. No, please no.
Oh my god.
I don't have time for this. I didn't have time for it? Okay. So that B is like 2 Bs. Yeah, like... Oh no, he turned around. Oh, he does? Okay, so he doesn't have the sneak attack anymore. So, VX Ace doesn't have side battles like this, so keep in mind this is special for VX Ace, that there's side sprites.
It was only the like facing forward thing?
Yeah, it's facing forward.
Really? Such a basic RPG trope that you had to get separately made for that old thing.
Yeah, you have to get a separate plugin. So you can see that these animations are even cheaper because it's just using the on-world sprite. Look how much health I have.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The balance is like totally
What
different.
the hell? Yeah, why is number so much higher? How much damage? You're barely taking any damage.
Wait, did I one-shot that guy? Is the balance better in this game?
Say maybe.
Oh my god,
Looks
he
like
made the
it,
game
yeah.
worse.
That's crazy. Yeah, the map is so much bigger, my god.
Wow. Swordsman? Thought he was a hunter. I don't understand. Yeah, what you said world building when we were talking, and I was like, what world building?
Yeah. He's trying, though. He's trying.
And he has the ATB system here, which I think is pause. Yeah, it's pause, so I don't have to worry about it. I can't turn up the ATB speed, unfortunately. So he didn't have that. Whatever game had that. So yeah, I guess I'll just walk. I don't know why I'm fighting things. I just found it interesting that, like, I mean, this is even more, like, this feels like even, it's funny that this feels like less effort for this combat, but, like, it's better, because at least I can one-shot things and not waste my fucking time.
Yep.
With garbage enemies that aren't interesting.
Tons of HP, too, so you don't get killed in 3 hits.
Yeah. It's like he made a game with more, like, game design, but it made it worse. How funny.
Worth it.
So I'm just gonna talk to this person. If it's the same thing, then I'm done. It seems like it's the same thing. Yeah, you're the finest man I've ever something. I'm gonna marry you. Oh, this is happening. Wow, this is so slow. Oh, you can't hold spacebar in VX Ace to skip things?
No.
Oh no, you have to actually press the button the second time. Yeah. This is all the same. I think that's enough then. Like,
yeah, it's pretty much.
The only thing that's different is the combat. I think the combat might be closer to the default stats. Which is, hoo boy, for us to feel, or at least I feel that way. I don't know if you agree, that the game feels better using the default stats than like an actual designed game.
I agree. I think before when it was super low numbers and 2 hits on fodder enemies that can spawn 3s in the beginning of the game is so boring.
Yeah.
So tedious.
And you have so few like options to like do things. All I can do is attack. Hurts. That's rough, man. That's rough. Anyway. All right. So, shit. I interrupted you. But what were you saying?
Oh, I would say he's spent all that time and money to remake a game that no one cares about, and then make it worse.
Yeah.
Insanity.
Yeah. Man.
Is this
That one hurt. Like I could see myself actually playing the old version because at least the combat isn't like wasting my time. One less thing that's wasting my time, right? Like,
yep.
Because the whole game.
Because that's only one games. I was gonna say because that's the way we play video games. We want to hate the time we spend. Versus, obviously, I'm being sarcastic. You're supposed to enjoy the time you play a video game.
All right, so I think this one might be too short. I don't know, but
no, we saw everything we need to see. Even if you add more garbage to more spells and stuff, it's the same thing. It's going to be a hold space where most of it heal.
Yeah, I was very curious to see what the other team members did, but like it really makes God. How slow did he like separate the skills out? I think I read that the game is only 10 hours somewhere, and I'm just like thinking about how slow that text is and how much of it there is. It's like, whew,
how much of it is gameplay?
It's like there's going to be like 3 screens, and there's just going to be like bats, spiders.
Yep.
Maybe at some point I'll fight a human. I don't know. Like, boy.
All right, but we should really have a baseline of what do we give a game that's just generic RPG Maker.
Generic RPG Maker.
One, I don't know. Epic. I can't remember Epic Wings and Hate for Heroes. Were they like that? Were they super generic RPG Maker games?
Those had more effort into their gameplay, I would say, into the skills and stuff. I think the skills in this were less effort. Well, there was, but that goes into like audio, visual, and technical. The whole animation thing. It's hard to say because you probably learn a lot of skills as the game goes on.
Yeah, probably.
But like starting your character off as just auto attack and heal, like, and there's only one character. It's not a good look.
Nope, not fun. It's 20. Well, it was 2015 the first game, but still, like, come on, this is just make games better. Even if you're making an RPG Maker game, just don't do how it's been just because it was how it was, right? There's a reason things become they become contemporary. They move forward. People just don't do that. Even FF7 you start at level 7, and the first enemies died in one hit. It's just really
I was gonna say I'm kind of tinkering with that in my game where it's like. They can die in one hit, but you need to not use the dumb auto attack. So it's like, you have to spend that extra second to think, maybe I should use a skill, and then that skill one-shots them. Like, wow, strategy.
Yeah, because seriously, the basic of most RPG Maker games being hold spacebar for majority of battles, especially the beginning of the game, it's just come on, guys. Hold yourself to a higher standard. This is ridiculous.
And the holding spacebar strat in both games, especially the remake, was kind of ruined by all the effort they put in to have cool animations because the animations take so long.
Yeah.
I couldn't do what I did in those other games where it's just like, brr, brr, just like slash, and skip through it. I think I'm going to answer your question of baseline is, I think, 1.
I think that's fair.
I'm looking at this, how like Hate Free Heroes is a 1.5. And I think that makes sense because you put a little more thought into like the skills.
Yeah.
Epic Wings had like cool animations and a little thought, and Tickies had like, it actually felt like an idea to some extent. And Cheese and Tom gets this because they completely fucked up even though I had to play after the recording was done, I still think it's a 0 because the combat is worse than Radolf. Like you constantly miss and then you die in 2 hits. Like it's absolutely horrible.
Sure.
But this, I guess we give it the baseline then 1, right? If that's what you're saying, because it's a baseline RPG Maker experience.
I'm trying to think. Gameplay was everything encompassing, right? So also like the town and stuff. Yeah, I'll give it a 1 though because
Yeah,
I'm
because what
constantly
is
stuck in dialogue. Yeah,
what is the gameplay outside of the combat in this game? At least from what we
just
saw, it's just
stuck
walk
in
around.
dialogue, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
walk around
just
and talk to somebody. There's no like crafting system like in Tiki, and there's no exploration type stuff. It didn't seem like I didn't find any. I think I saw a chest actually. I take that back. I didn't go for it. But that was on the last screen. I didn't. I doubt that this game has very deep like itemization. So and like no like fun of like building characters and stuff.
yep. And I would bet money that yeah, it doesn't. And we've saw the depth when it would just be some skills get added, and it couldn't just be stats. And you know what? If I'm wrong, not my problem. The game wasn't fun to play to get to that point, so that's not my problem.
Yeah.
Narrative.
I guess we have to
Uh,
give it like a 2 or something because you at least had inventing and like lots of words.
yeah, I was thinking a 1.5, or maybe it's let's see what I'm trying to compare it to thinking about the other ones in this, but too much talking. It's, I was gonna give it a 1.5. I want to do 1.5
You want to do 1.5? All right. I would
because
fight for 2,
wasn't
but
enjoyable.
why? I think
Because at least in Epic Wings, I felt like the dialogue at least went decently fast. This game you're just stuck in dialogue so
yeah,
much.
it's true. It's funny to think that like Epic Wings like had more in terms of like shut up already, like move on, like
Yeah.
it didn't waste their time. Audio visual. I guess the other problem I've been thinking of is what are we scoring here? Are we scoring the remake or the original?
I mean, I think they're very similar, honestly.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess that's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's like they're just the same game. Like honestly, the differences are so. Because I guess the only thing I would say audiovisual is that the revamp had the cool animated sprites,
I
and
I want to give them something for that.
yeah,
Um,
because that was pretty cool.
yeah, I've got to definitely respect that they're not doing just super generic RPG. So in that sense, I don't know, compared to Hate Free Heroes, because the mapping was pretty bad in this game. It was just super generic mapping. So, but Hate Free Heroes we liked what because it had its own art too. Tiki's had its own art too. So I'm thinking, yeah, I definitely want to give them a little bit for not just for using new sprites, actually putting the effort in. So I would say
Maybe
three
like
or four, definitely at
yeah,
least a
maybe
three.
like a 4 because Epic Wings got a 4, and I don't remember why. Um,
I think it was the maps. I think it was the mapping. I
oh,
believe,
okay, yeah.
like the visual of the
So if
map.
the mapping in this one is a 3, but the cool sprites bumps it up 1, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
So you don't think the mapping was very good? I thought it was
It's very
well,
generic. Right?
pretty. Yeah,
I'm thinking two.
2 I think is fair. Yeah, I guess that's where my head was at.
Technical,
Technical.
inventing. I like how our technical is all 3.5 or zero.
Yeah, super binary so far.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess this is kind of like maybe we'll break it. This will be a 1, the baseline RPG Maker score, because I mean
It's
there
just
were
talking and
just
stuff. I
talking.
mean, almost you wanted to two instead because at least they did some eventing.
Yeah, they did some eventing and they
This
had
is
some.
just dialogue.
Yeah, and putting together those animations is a bit of work because you have to like use a plugin that you have to like set up and
Oh,
do all that
and they
stuff.
had the splash screens. I guess that's more audio visual, but technical too. I mean, it's not technical, I guess, but they had the art splash screen. But
Yeah,
I
there's
guess
that. And the quest tracker was probably a pretty good idea. I can imagine coming back to the original and being like, what the hell is going on? Because at no point in that game does anything like make sense. Do you have like real proper motivation? So like
yeah,
imagine you stop playing the game for a month and you come back to it. You're like, what the fuck was I doing? Like,
yeah,
so having that on the screen is definitely important because if your game doesn't make sense, the player doesn't have like, there's no like memorable shit. Like a game that's memorable, you like can log into and be like, oh, I was in this dungeon. I remember this dungeon. Oh, I was doing this. Okay, that's right. But I can
yeah.
see that not being a case here because you're just fighting bats and slimes, and then people are just talking about a bunch of nonsense constantly. And it's like, what was I doing
Yep.
and why?
So you think two or three? I think two or three is fair.
Yeah.
I don't know which one. 2.5. I'm just kidding.
Maybe we'll give him a 3 just because of those sprites. I really appreciate those sprites.
All right, let's do it. I think that's fair.
Value
Zero.
0.
$20 for that garbage? Hell
Yeah, I guess that is worse than that is. Yeah, that's worse than Hate Free Heroes, huh? Because
yeah.
it's more money for one, and I would say even closer to RPG Maker baseline than Hate Free Heroes
Yeah,
was.
I'd say so. I'd say so.
So
fantasy setting, and
Zero. Wow. Yeah, you're.
that.
I mean, I think the first game would be like a 1 or something, because it was.
Yeah,
But then
like
again, I don't know
five.
what the original price was, so I can't say.
Sure.
Maybe I will get rid of this slash here, because it seems like we're talking about the remake. Because the
The
point of this
20,
video,
yeah.
the point of this video is talking about like why
Is they
remake
remade it.
this.
Yep.
What is the suggested price here? I'm tempted to write free because it seems like something you'd share on the RPG Maker forums, maybe, and not
I
charge
mean,
money for.
at most $2. If I would, I'm thinking, yeah, one or
You know what?
two
Yeah, that's fair.
or zero,
There's some
but
level
no
of
big
effort
deal.
into it.
Yeah.
Do two
No,
ninety
no, no,
nine,
no. 199.
one
199.
ninety nine. Oh wow, going even
I
lower.
mean, yeah, I think it's less than Teeps and
Less than Tiki and Hate for
yeah.
Heroes. Wow, I'll go
Um,
with that. That's fine.
yeah,
Because I think whatever the stingiest answer is the correct one when it comes to
yeah,
price.
that's fair.
Um,
I think $3 is like just on the cusp of bare minimum of a half decent game is $3. So this game is not half decent, so it gets $2.
So, oh
All
god,
right.
do we have to give this game is this another? I don't think it deserves an F minus though, because I feel like a
No,
lot of my I
absolutely not.
feel
It's
like a
better
lot of
than
my
Transmit.
problems with it were like genre related, or it's not my
Yeah,
style of shit.
super generic piece. I almost want to. I'm thinking, you give an F plus.
F
Or
plus.
let's see, I'm trying to like remember it. Let's see, just going through. I mean, it's also like, part of the comedy of the situation is not even just so much the game, it's the fact that he remade it. He remade it for like completely wasted effort.
Completely wasted
um
effort.
just hilarious,
Yeah,
to me.
yeah, and the answer, I think we answered the question of, learn something from your game and apply it to the next game. He clearly learned nothing. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, I guess he learned a couple things. He was like, oh man, cool sprites and put the objective on the screen, but that's about it.
yeah, and then he made the combat way worse.
He made the combat worse. I guess he got the feedback of like, are these the default stats? It's like, oh, I should actually design the combat, but then he forgot that he doesn't know how to design. So I keep saying he. We should be saying they because we don't know who this person is.
Sure. I
Uh,
will say our average score, and then it like is kind of weird. But whatever, it doesn't matter. I know our overall impression is its own thing. I'm thinking D minus or F plus, but I kind of want to be a little bit nice because in the end, the game still like it still overall functioned right. It still
yeah,
was what it wasn't a lie. Do we take price into account for overall impressions? I guess we don't, right? That's the value section. I guess that's
yeah,
probably what hurt it the most is the value. Actually, is what kills it.
yeah. I think the overall
Um,
impression. I mean, because it's an impression, right? You like see it, and how do you feel about it? Like, I think the idea of a price is kind of like you take yourself out of out of that mindset of the impression you're getting and
yeah,
consider
yes,
outside
okay.
things. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. So we take the so in that sense that's fair. I agree. I think when we're reviewing it, the value is its own thing. In the end, it's like how is this as a game, right? In its own contained game, like
Yeah,
versus. So I would give it a D minus
yeah.
then
Because
in
in
that case.
theory, they could see this video and say, "Oh, suggested price 199, done," and then
Yeah, and
that's
then
like
boom.
one button press fix, right?
True.
Can't fix the entire game with one button press, but you can fix the price.
That's true.
So
Yeah,
you
that's fair.
said
I think it's self-contained. That yeah, it would be. Yeah, in that sense, I agree. D minus, or I should say, yeah, I stick with my answer.
D minus. Playing it as a game, I'm just like, oh god, like I just don't care.
So the main thing I was thinking for this, it's like yes, it was super boring and all dialogue, whatever, but in the end, it's still just a generic ass RPG Maker game. So that's what was thinking of, right? Beyond all that other stuff, we were
Yeah,
bored and we didn't want to play anymore. I'm like, but in the end, it's still just a generic RPG Maker game, and that's why I'm giving it instead of like an F minus or something.
yeah. I think I might just go with the same grade as you again. I
For
think I
sure.
can't. I'm having a hard time. Damn, damn,
Damn,
damn.
damn shame.
It's a shame. Thought you could beat Epic Wings too, but you didn't.
You did.
I mean, you have a lower average than Epic Wings too as well. But Epic
Got
Wings 2 is
killed in the
free.
value department. Killed in the value. Yeah, seriously, it's so funny how that one thing that killed in the value department. All
Yeah.
right, notes. I'll say it's yeah, completely carried, delusionized. That's not even a word, but delusionalized completely by the fact that your game came out during a time when there was no quality, when there was no standards,
Yeah.
and now that there are, it's like this can't hold a weight at all. Can't hold a candle to anything.
Yeah. Came out at a time when it was Still the golden age of stealing money from people from Steam with your RPG Maker games. So I guess we should have a conclusion here of remake your game. Should you do this? I mean, I think if anything, for me, this kind of proves maybe a little too much because I think maybe someone who's going to defend this remaking shit is going to say, well, they should have changed more things with the game instead of keeping everything literally the same.
Yeah, I think that's the big key to it is like, because you're thinking of, I don't know the difference between the RM engines as much as you do, but to me it just seems like what a waste. Why do another RPG Maker engine and then keep the game almost identical?
Yeah, that is the thing
It's
that's
such a
kind of
waste. Like
I'm trying.
why?
I
Why not
guess
switch to
you as the
Unity or
non-RM guy have the better view on this because it literally just looked like the same game to you, right?
pretty much? I mean, there's a little bit like it was less pixely, but that's about it. That's all I saw.
Yeah,
And then the faces were they were facing forward versus facing a little bit tilted. But those are the only two things, maybe a few other things, but that's about it. That's about all. And in terms of like the technical versus like the mapping, because obviously the mapping was different, but
we also had wise
and that's
movement in the
about
newer
it.
games. So there's that.
Yeah. So, but man, remake an entire game for
Spend six
in a
years remaking
barely, yeah,
a game that
just
you already finished.
yep, just and updating in an engine that's like the pretty much the same.
Yeah,
Topically, I'm playing Resident Evil 4 remake, right? Not only did they change a bunch of stuff too, but they switched from they used a new engine, a completely new engine, the RE engine. Like, why remake the game in almost the same engine?
yeah,
It's just
and it's also
what is the
been
point?
almost 20 years since the original release, right?
Correct. Yeah, '05 was when it came out. So
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was
beginning
'04.
of well, it was beginning of '05. It was like
Okay.
January 11th, '05. So
Because yeah, that's another thing where it's like, think about like those Spider-Man movies. Like everyone was kind of like annoyed when Sony made Amazing Spider-Man like 4 years after Spider-Man 3 came out or whatever the time was. People were like remaking it already? Like, geez.
a reboot, like, they didn't even have time to die. It's like
So I guess this is my take on remaking your game. What you should have, if you're going to remake your game, make a bunch of other games first and then come back to this. Don't have it be the very next project.
back to back. Yeah.
Because here's the other thing that I bet will happen is if you do that, you'll look at this game and you'll be like, ugh, like
Yeah, I don't want to remake this garbage. I'll just make a new game.
yeah,
Yeah.
and if you still feel strongly enough about something about the game, you'll probably end up changing a lot of it, like a lot of the writing, a lot of the quest flow. Maybe you'll be like realize what I said and be like, oh, there's like no plot in this game.
Yeah.
Like, give the players some sort of like thing to chase, some sort of. I mean, I guess they give me directions. They're like head east, so I guess they're ahead of the game in some other RPG Maker games like that, where it's just like I don't know what I'm supposed to do. At least I knew what to do, but
I'm thinking from his perspective, maybe. Oh, I feel that the new ARM, whatever the second game was made in, was like, oh, this could have fulfilled my vision. I just have to remake it. It's like, okay, fair, but then why'd you charge $20 for it? If I'm playing devil's advocate, right? If it was
yeah,
just like, oh, I had to get it out in the right engine for me to feel complete with the project. Okay, then don't charge $20. Other than that, it's just complete tomfoolery. Why the hell would you remake a game in a barely different engine and keep it? It makes no sense. It's insanity. It's just the
yeah.
craziest thing.
So yes, our
Yeah.
conclusion is don't remake your game. I guess that's the short version of it. But if you are
Yeah,
going to
the
remake your game,
stipulation, yeah.
like boy oh
New
boy,
engine, change it a lot.
I could see maybe if this game was made in like RPG Maker 2003 or something, or maybe earlier. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think I stand by like do other stuff, regardless of anything. Regardless if you even do remake the same game, just make other games first. Don't remake the same game back to back. That's insane.
Yeah. And then just being shocked when the new one didn't sell at all and no one cared about, and people now at least have more scrutinous and won't play garbage as easily. So it warms my heart to see all these RPG Maker games, just these generic ass garbage RPG Maker games, just not getting these sales. It warms my heart. So
Not get any sales. Yeah.
that's stupid. Yeah.
I think that's everything then. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I guess it's time to sign off.
All right. See you guys next time. Huh?